this is Munson with Munson Music, and we're going to talk about how you could play a song called I Really Like You by Jepsen. And we end up capoing this on 5th fret to kind of match the recording, but walk through a couple things in root position. And we could kind of gravitate to this cool little bass line actually that kind of goes through the tune, where you could play 1st fret on the low E string, and then 3rd fret on the A string, and then 3rd fret on the low E string, and then 3rd fret on the low E string, and then an open A. So you have the notes you're playing as you're going F, 2, 3, 4, C, and then the G, and then the G, and then an A. And the chords that would back up that bass line would start on an F major chord. We'll talk about some really easy ways to do this. But normally you do an F as a bar on the 1st fret, 2nd finger on the G 2nd, 3rd finger on the A 3rd, pinky on the D 3rd. And if you strum all those together, the happy sounds of F major. Now, a good substitute for that if you're just starting out is something called F major 7, where you can do 1st finger on the B 1st fret, 2nd finger on the G 2nd, 3rd finger on the D 3rd. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, the groovy sounds of F major 7. Now, another possibility would be an F major 13, which could make some of the chord changes a little bit easier for you just starting out. Doing 1st finger on the G 2nd, 2nd finger on the D 3rd, 3rd finger on the B 3rd, pinky on the high E 3rd. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, it's a very jazzy F major 13. And then from the F, we'd be going to a C major chord. And normally you do that 1st finger on the B 1st fret, 2nd finger on the D 2nd, 3rd finger on the A 3rd. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, the happy sounds of C major. Now around C's in general though, it can be kind of cool to lift your 1st finger and make that a C major 7. Or you can add in the pinky on the B 3rd for C major 9, kind of say some stuff around the C major. Or another way to play C major 9 would be doing 1st finger on the D 2nd, 2nd finger on the A 3rd, 3rd finger on the B 3rd, pinky on the high E 3rd. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, very cool way to play C major 9. And that way you could actually kind of leave the 3rd finger and the 4th finger down from the F major 13, if you dig on that, to the C major 9, which might make that change really, really easy. And then from the C we'd be going to a G major chord. I normally do that 1st finger on the A 2nd, 2nd finger on the low E 3rd, 3rd finger on the high E 3rd. And if you strum all those together, the happy sounds of G major. Now you may also dig on putting 3rd finger on the B 3rd, pinky on the high E 3rd. Kind of working that for your G major. And that way you could just make it a 2-finger move from the F to the C major 9 to the G major, which can be a very, very cool option. And then from the G, there's this cool little change actually from the G to an A minor chord. And normally you do that 1st finger on the B 1st fret, 2nd finger on the D 2nd, 3rd finger on the G 2nd. And if you strum all those together, the sad sounds of A minor. Now you may also dig on lifting the 1st finger and making that an A sus2. Very open sound. Or you could add in the pinky on the B 3rd for an A suspended, a little bit more unresolved. Kind of say some stuff around A minor in general. Or you could lift off the 3rd finger and make it an A minor 7. Or you could add in the pinky on the high E 3rd for an A minor 7. Or you may even dig on an A 7 sus, doing 1st finger on the D 2nd, 2nd finger on the G 2nd, 3rd finger on the B 3rd, pinky on the high E 3rd. Now we could leave that 3rd finger and the 4th finger down through the entire tune. You have kind of that F major 13, and then a C, and then your G, and then we could kind of do a G for 4, and then A 7 sus for 4. So it's a little weird. I'm doing 8 downs on everything, kind of F 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, A, C, G for A, and then G for 4, A for 4, which could be kind of a cool way to kind of match the rhythm. I'm adding a little bit of right hand muting, kind of taking the flat of the right hand, kind of laying it down on top of the saddle, make that a little bit sneaky. Or you could use a strum pattern. One of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down, up. So take the F major 7, because it's just easy to hold down, and just try that a little bit. You have it down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Now the weird part is for that G and A minor, they kind of have the strum pattern. So you may want to do just a down, down, up on each of those chords. Or if you're a little bit more adventurous, you can do the G with a down, down, up, and then go to the A minor for a up, down, up. Or if you get excited, I get excited, you could go to G and do a down, down, and then hit the A minor for the up, up, down, kind of splitting the strum pattern between those chords. So you have the F, C, we'll basically be repeating that through the song, although there's some cool breaks where you may want to kind of just hold out, actually, kind of stop time thing almost, where you got that F C at the end of the phrase, and then kind of G, and then there's a stop where you may want to kill the strings before you come back in on the F. Now the weird part is, to play along with Carly Rae Jepsen, instead of starting on an F chord, just starting on a B flat major chord. So to play along with the recording, what you want to do is take a capo, and if you put the capo on 5th fret, then now your F is really a B flat major, and your C is really an F major, and your G is really a C major, and the A minor is really a D minor chord. But to take it from the very beginning, you may want to follow just that bass line, just kind of that F, C, G, G, A, or you can even make that kind of big downs on the chords, especially on the intro. That can be very cool. Kind of kick things off, kind of a freeform kind of thing. Or you may dig on the strumming, and you'd have the F kind of working the downs idea. C, G, G, A minor, F, C, G, G, A minor. Or we may be digging on the strumming. Kill the strings before we come in on our chorus. Now, one other thing I think about adding to the song though is bass notes. And a lot of times on that first down of the down, down, up, down, up, you can throw in a bass for the chord. So on the F, if you're doing the bar, you'd have the low E for the bass. The F major 7, you have D for the bass. The C, you'd have the A for the bass. The G, you'd have low E for the bass. And on the A minor, you have the A for the bass. So the weird thing is how we're splitting the G and the A minor, and you may want to do just a bass down up on those chords to split it, or you could do the regular splitting and just throw in the bass for the G chord and have the bass with a bass down up, A minor with a up down up, or you could do the G with a bass down and hit the A minor on the up down up. Try the chorus that way. You'd have the F, C, G, G, A minor, F, C, G, G, A minor, F, then we're going into our next verse. So if we kind of mix that up all kinds of ways, then you may want to kind of experiment and kind of see what you want to say with this tune, and even switching between these ideas can be very cool. Or if you know other strum patterns that work in 4, feel free to kind of experiment and kind of make this your own too. Or even if you know other licks around the chords. Break before we come in on our next chorus. Catch it onto that, kind of working almost a down, up, down, up, up, down, up can be a very cool thing, or even a bass up, down, up, down, up, just to give it more energy at points. So kind of that F, C, G, G, A minor, F, C, G, kind of in the bridge part before we hit our last chorus. So we want to take all these ideas and kind of experiment with them, kind of see what you can say with the song. I know for myself, I really want to play a C at the very end. But that's the basics of how you can strum through I Really Like You. And so, best of luck. Woohoo!